It's time for the mic drop. I end the show focusing on one topic. I'm going to begin tonight's mic drop with two words that came to mind while I was watching Kevin McCarthy take a whole heap of L's during the voting for Speaker of the House earlier today. Debacle and schadenfreude. I had to stop watching. They could still be voting, for all I know. All that was missing was a losing horn after each round of voting.
Speaker has not been elected.
We need to bring that back into life, by the way. I wish I could just make that horn happen as I go about my day. Webster defines debacle, by the way, as a great disaster, a complete failure, and no matter how this thing ends up shaking out, that is exactly what this process has been for McCarthy. Watching the votes was like watching the Harlem Globetrotters play the Washington Generals. You know they're going to lose, so you're just sitting there wondering who is going to get the bucket of dysfunctional water thrown in their face. Spoiler alert, it's the GOP. And they're doing it to themselves. And let's be honest, watching somebody carry out a self-own can be pretty funny. And boy, this is a big one. The House Democrats, on the other hand, are having a ball with their moment of schadenfreude, enjoyment obtained from the troubles of others. They are lockstep behind the boy from Brooklyn, Hakeem Jeffries, and they got no problem letting the world know about it. Sound like he just took them to the title. If I was Jeffries, I'd have did a little dream shake. By the way, that was after his third round nomination for Speaker, a role he can't win because he can't get to 218 unless a few Republicans swing his way. It's possible. But that hasn't stopped the Democrats from having a good time with it, smiling and eating popcorn. Don't quote me on this, but I heard that some of the members of the CBC set up a spades tournament to pass the time. Listen, we have a dual-party system of government, and right now one side looks ready to work and the other does not. And that's me being generous. And that doesn't bode well for America. So yes, it's funny, and it's also scary. This is the first time in 100 years that the House has needed multiple rounds of voting. And if the majority party can't get something as simple as rounding up 218 votes right, then how do we think their governance is going to go for the next couple of years? Exactly. Except it's us that's going to be getting the water thrown in our faces. Now, I do think there's a way out of this, and I can't believe the Republicans haven't seen it. All they have to do is vote George Santos for Speaker. Believe me, it's a role he's already familiar with, having already held the position in between the time he spent as an astronaut piloting space shuttles for NASA and ghostwriting the script for Titanic. So he would be a natural for the position. I mean, that's all what I heard, but, don't quote me on that.